Hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in. This is Jerry with Wealth Dynamics. Today I want to talk to you about how your 401k could be costing you $3.7 million dollars and you have no idea. The reason I'm covering this is I help people create wealth so that they can eliminate poverty in their lives and own their potential. And we can't do that if you have a $3.7 million dollars expense that you don't even know about. So this is an actual client story. I met with a client the other day and we were talking on the phone about investing in real estate. So he's stacking up money, putting it in real estate deals, and we're looking at refinancing out of a current deal, using some savings and getting into the next one. Now that's great, but basically with real estate, you've got to look at, not just the money you're making, but how much time is it going to take you to recoup the next down payment to get into the next investment. So we were looking at that number. So I started showing him, hey man, you're saving $4,000 a month. You're going to get this cash flow from your property. It's going to take you this much time to get there. If you can stop contributing to your 401k and put that towards your real estate savings, you can probably get there 50% sooner. And he's like, well, man, I can't do that. I want to make sure I get my match. I need my match, man. I need my match because they give me money over there. And so I was basically just breaking it down like, on the numbers, hey, nobody actually makes money on the match. Why do you think they give it away? It's not real. Okay, it's basically an IOU. You can't even touch it till you turn 60. It may not even be there. You can get the match all you want, and let's say at age 60 the market crashes and you lose half your 401k. There went your match. So you don't actually get a 401k match. You get an IOU that says maybe there will be something when you're 60. So the next thing we talked about then was diversify. Well, what if I want to diversify and mitigate some risk? And I can agree with that point. I was like, man, I understand that, but logically, if we were going to diversify, wouldn't we want to diversify into something that was less risky, not more risky? And he says, what do you mean? So I broke down the numbers with him. So here's the actual numbers. I'm going to share this with you. So he has got 27 years. He's contributing to the 401k $1,800 per month. $1,800 a month. He's maxing it out. There's 110k in there. Okay, so that's over the next 27 years. He will, between his current balance and contributions, have $693,200 into his 401k. Sounds like a lot of money, right? That's the money he put into it. That's his principal, capital contribution, whatever you would like to call it. Now, he was told that he would have an 11% return. That's what they told him when they set it up. However, his statement actually shows a 3% return. Now, I'll be fair. I went with the S&P 500 average, the annualized return over the last 27 years. That was 9.75%. So it wasn't 3, it wasn't 11, it was 9.75. Awesome. So we do that math. He's going to have, at 9.75% on 27 years, $4.3 million. That sounds like a lot of money, right? Wait, that doesn't include fees. We forgot fees. So we took fees out with his 401k. 1.5% annual management expense for fees. When we take out that 1.5%, my client went from having a $4.3 million balance to a $2.9 million balance. Okay, so he lost $1.9 million in fees to Wall Street over the next 27 years that they will make whether or not he makes money. Even if he loses, they will still collect their fee. Okay, follow the money, guys. That's who gets paid on the 401k. Who gets paid no matter what? That's who the 401k is for. So we know Wall Street. Now, the other thing we didn't consider is taxes. With the plan my client's on, he will be in the 40% tax bracket. He's planning on having several $100,000 of income per month coming in from real estate and small businesses. That's right, I said per month. He's definitely going to be in the 40% bracket. So that $2.9 million that he has left, if we take 40%, I'm just looking at the numbers on this, he pays taxes on 40%, he's only got $1.1 million left. $1.1 million. Okay, so he went from $4.3 million down to $1.1 million. Now you're saying that, Jerry, the math on that doesn't add up. You said it was a $3.7 million loss. Well, just wait. $1.1 million left. He started with $693. It turned into $1.1 million. We're looking at that and we're like, man, that's still a modest return. It almost doubled over 27 years, right? We didn't include inflation. Say on paper he made about 1.7%. He made about 1.7% annualized over that time frame. But if we take out inflation, which is about 4% a year, and we include that inflation factor, he actually has an ending balance of $591,000 in his account. So he started, his contributions were $693. He's got $591,000 left. He lost money, guys. Over 27 years, he lost money. That's a negative 0.583% annualized return on his 401k. He paid $3.7 million in taxes, fees, and inflation, which inflation is a tax. You just don't know about it. Now, here's the problem. That's math, and I explained it, and it's pretty easy, right? But you would never see that on your statement. Nobody shares that with you. Your financial advisor doesn't even know about this. The only people that know about this are the people that created it. A 401k is not an organic substance. It's not a business. It's not real estate. It's something that a group of people sat down in a room full of directors and said, what can we sell that the consumer will buy? And they came up with the 401k. The guy that invented it, Ted Benna, he even says it's a bad idea. He says it's a monster and he wishes that it would be gone. He's the guy that made it. So if the guy that made it thinks it's a terrible idea, why are you putting your money into it? So I want to point this out because I was able to help him do the math, get out of the plan and restructure. Nobody else is going to do that. I do that for you. So I want to just give you the opportunity. I wrote the article. If you don't believe my numbers, go to the article here. Look at the math and determine for yourself. But if you have a 401k, a 403b, a TSP, a 401a, a 40 whatever, come talk to me because there's ways out of it. There's differences you can do, and you can actually, like, I don't even have to make you money. All I've got to do is prevent you from losing $3.7 million, and you're in a better spot. Okay? So just think about that. Thank you for watching. Happy Friday. I appreciate the time. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next week.